Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the daily stretches and the daily mindfulness. I had a little bit of a glitch yesterday with the video, so I think we're back up and running again, hoping it's working. So I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. I think it's the last of the sunny days, maybe before the snow comes, or maybe my weather report is off. Maybe we have a few more days before it's supposed to get cold again. But either way, I hope you guys are finding some moments to enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the beautiful weather, even if it's just stepping out your front door or out onto your back porch, and just getting a little bit of that fresh air. We all could use a little bit of that right now. So I wanted to jump on this morning and ask for everyone's help. So last week I jumped on and mentioned our need for funding, and if you knew of anyone that was able to donate, or if you yourself was able to donate, and of course that fundraising effort still remains. But today I have a different request if possible. We're just asking you to share your voice. So we have a group of senators that are asking for us for examples of how and why community-based services, home and community-based services like Easterseals are critical during this public health emergency, and specifically critical for people with disabilities or older adults. And I know that includes includes all of our participants actually. And many people that benefit from the services of Easterseals would fall under that category. And so we're just asking you to share your stories about Easterseals, share videos, share photos, any tweets or posts, anything that you guys have. We'd love to share and pass that along to the senators and just make others aware of the wide availability of the community-based services that hopefully will help to reduce the spread of COVID. So with our continued services virtually, we're trying to maintain the support and the connection, and basically all the services that we provide in person, we're trying to do that virtually still. And the more stories we share, the better. It'll just increase our efforts and increase our advocacy and support to try and get that funding for those valuable services. So I put the information in the little tag for this video. I know Lizzie posted to our page earlier about the same thing, so I'm just trying to repeat her message and get that out there. So if you're watching this video, if you've ever watched one of these videos, if you have ever received any kind of service from Easterseals, we would love to hear from you guys. If we can continue to help people keep people out of the hospital by maintaining the virtual presence in your lives, then we're going to keep doing that. And if we can let the senators know that that's what we're doing, that'll help everyone on all ends, trying to reduce overall healthcare costs through preventative measures and through some of the virtual connection that we're continuing to try to put out there for you guys. So we just ask for your voice. We ask for you to share stories, share your insight. We would love to hear from everyone that it matters most to. So thank you guys so much for that. We really appreciate it. Excuse me. As I said, I appreciate being able to continue to connect with you guys. And I know I've gotten some great feedback from a lot of you. So keep it coming. Share your stories, let your voices be heard, and help us continue to offer these programs. We really want to try and maintain these programs for the future, and your voice will help that. So, all right, you guys, that's my plea for the morning. And now we'll go ahead and move into stretches. So go ahead, find a comfortable seat. I'm going to adjust the camera here a little bit. With the Facebook change, for whatever reason, my video's a little smaller now, so sadly, you can't always see my Bears slippers. I know it's devastating news for all of you Broncos fans. All right, you guys, go ahead, come to a nice tall seat. Feet will be flat on the floor, knees bent, hips heavy into whatever surface you're sitting on. And then feel your spine get a little longer here, shoulders relax, and draw the top of your head up towards the ceiling. Good, and as we always do, we'll start with 3 deep breaths. So go ahead and close the eyes here or soften the gaze. I invite you to turn inward. And we'll inhale through the nose, pull the breath in. Exhale, open mouth, let the breath go. Inhale through the nose, belly fills, chest expands. Exhale, open mouth, let the breath go. Last one, deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Good, and then just softly blink your eyes back open. Come on back into the space that you're in. And we will begin with our legs, our lower extremities. So go ahead and bring your legs out as straight in front of you as they will go. And then we'll start by pointing and flexing our feet here. Just a little movement at the ankles, get the blood flow going, get the energy moving. And as always, if you're not able to see physical motion happening in the body, go ahead and close the eyes and watch as the body energetically moves. And as always, keep the breath moving slow and steady. Good. When you're done with that, keep those legs straight out in front of you, but then keep the toes drawn back towards your face. So you're going to flex here at the feet, at the ankles, and then flex the toes back towards your face. And just keep your legs nice and straight as you take a deep breath in. And then exhale, reach your hands down towards your toes as your toes reach back towards you. And then just begin to notice what you feel on the back side of your legs. Maybe you feel a stretch in the calves or the hamstrings. And keep the breath moving nice and easy. No need to force anything. If there's any strain, just back off a little bit, feeling into your body in this moment. Good, take another deep breath in here. And then exhale, slowly come on back up to seated. Good, nice job you guys. Go ahead and bring your feet flat to the floor again, knees bend once more. And now we're going to stretch the inside of our thighs here, so our hip adductor muscles. And all you're going to do is take your knees in opposite directions here. So if you're able to, use your hands or your forearms for a little extra pressure. Otherwise, just use the muscles of the legs here and draw the knees again in opposite directions. And again, take a moment, smooth out the breath here. Maybe you relax the shoulders down a little bit. Just notice what sensations arise. Notice if you feel any extra pressure or pain, and if so, just back off. It should just be a nice stretch, a nice opening in the muscles on the inside of the thighs. Good, take one more deep breath in here. And exhale, slowly come on back through center. Good, bring your knees back together here. Once again, the hips are heavy. Lower half of the body is rooted and grounding towards the floor, into your chair. And then lengthen up through the spine. Let's take a breath to reset. Inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Good, now we'll go ahead and get into our piriformis and some of the hip muscles on the back side. Inhale as you lengthen the spine here, and then we'll start with the right leg as you draw that knee up into the chest, up into the torso. And if it feels good, maybe cross that leg over the opposite side, just deepening the stretch, maybe increasing the sensation on the back side of the right hip. Good, and then just breathe into it here. Inhale through the nose, lengthen the spine, sit up nice and tall. And then exhale, soften, letting the breath go. Maybe deepening the stretch. Good, just giving yourself a moment to notice what you're feeling here. Take one more inhale, sit up nice and tall, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, release the right leg down. Good, switching sides, we'll reset again. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And then as we draw the knee into the chest here, maybe it comes into the torso. Maybe it crosses over the opposite leg here. And just with every exhale, gently move that leg into a little deeper of a stretch. Squeeze a little tighter if it feels good. Noticing what feelings, what sensations you have on the back side of your left hip. And again, just feeling into the breath. No need to force anything. Take a deep inhale as you sit up nice and tall. And then as you exhale, softly draw that leg into a little deeper of a stretch. Good, take one more inhale here, pull the breath in, and then exhale, release the left leg down. Good, once again, coming back to our starting position, feet flat, hips heavy. Let's take a breath to reset. So inhale through the nose. Exhale, open mouth, let it go. Nice job, you guys. We'll go ahead and move into the spine, move into the torso. So feet staying right where they're at, firmly rooted into the ground, hips rooted into your chair. Take a deep breath in as you sit up nice and tall. And as you exhale, we're going to twist to the right here. Good, and again, you always have the option of either grabbing onto your chair here, maybe the back of it, maybe the side of it, or if it's available, just grabbing a hold of the side of your leg. Anywhere you can reach that's going to give you a little bit more leverage and a little bit more stability to try to move into a deeper stretch. Maybe the gaze looks over the right shoulder. Just feel yourself lengthen and sit up a little taller with the breath in. And then maybe you twist a little deeper with the breath out. Maybe it's a physical movement, or maybe it's just an energetic movement, similar to an isometric contraction. The muscles are engaged or stretching, but there's no actual movement. Good, take one more deep breath in, and exhale, slowly come back towards center. Good, we'll switch sides here. Once again, inhale, sit up nice and tall, lengthen the spine, and then exhale, we're gonna twist over to the left. Again, taking whatever option for hand grip, whether it's your chair, the seat of the chair, or maybe just the side of your leg. Wherever's going to allow you to find a little stability here, a little more support as you gently twist a little deeper to the left. Maybe the gaze comes over the left shoulder. Inhale, creating space through the length of your spine. And then as you exhale, move gently into the space created. Going as far as it feels good for your body in this moment. Take one more deep breath in. And exhale, slowly come back towards center. Nice job, you guys. Even yourselves out here. Let's take a breath in to reset. And exhale, let it go. Good. Keeping your legs exactly where they're at. We're now going to round forward and open up the back side of our body here. So if you're able to, feel free to allow the whole spine to just melt forward. Top of the head drips down towards the floor. I'm going to pop my head up occasionally to continue to give verbal cues, but if you're able to, just allow your whole upper body to relax forward. So take an inhale here, and then exhale, rounding forward. Bring your hands down towards your feet. And just start to notice what sensations you might feel in the low back. If you're able to release your head and neck down, maybe notice what sensations you feel in your upper back and your neck. And just letting gravity draw the body down towards the floor, allowing yourself to release forward. If there's any tightening or any restriction on the breath, just back off a little bit. You're still going to get a good opening in the low back of the spine without compressing the lungs here. You want to make sure the breath continues to move slow and steady. Again, if there's any pain or any restriction in the breath, just gently back off a little bit and continue to take full deep breaths here. Good. Take one more big inhale. And exhale, slowly come on back up towards seated. And just take a minute allowing yourself to restabilize, resettle. When all of your blood rushes towards your head and you come back up, you know the feeling. You might get a little woozy, a little lightheaded. It's okay. Just take a breath. Allow yourself to reset. Bring your spine back in line. Good. So now we'll move into opening the front of the body here. So take a deep inhale. And then as you exhale, you can either arch your back over the top of your chair if the height of it allows for that. I'm just pushing my shoulders into the top of my chair as my back rounds here a little bit. And then just allowing my pec muscles and my abdominal muscles to softly open up here. I can bring my arms out to either side, furthering that pec stretch. And maybe my shoulder blades squeeze together as well. Really just trying to open up the front of the body here. Maybe even drawing the head backwards, just gently, not forcing it, but just to allow a soft opening of the throat. And continuing the lengthening through the front of the body here. Breath should still be easy. There shouldn't be any holding or any restriction. Just watching as the chest rises and falls with every inhale and every exhale. Good. Take one more deep breath in, expanding the breath through the whole front of the body. And then exhale, slowly coming back up to seated. Nice job, you guys. Okay, so we're going to move into our arms, our upper extremities. The first one is an overhead flexion. And if you're able to clasp your hands here, you really just want to intertwine each finger with the other. And the goal is to draw your hands up and over in the direction of the ceiling. So this might look a little different for everyone. If you're unable to get your fingers in between each other, you can go ahead and take more of a cupping grasp. You can always clasp the wrist of one arm with the other, just providing that assistance. Or you always have the option of just moving one arm up as well. So I'll go ahead and guide with the intertwined hands here, so fingers gripping around one another. And then again, hips heavy, feet flat, grounding through the lower half of your body. And then as you inhale, fingertips reach up and over. Maybe feeling a lengthening through the side bodies and the armpits. Maybe you're just feeling the stretch throughout the shoulders, the upper arm bones here. And just breathe into wherever you're at. This is going to look a little different for everybody that's out there, and that's okay. Just find the space that you're in and continue to breathe into that sensation. If there's any pain, back off a little bit. Maybe your arms come a little lower. Just find that sweet spot for you and keep the breath moving. We'll take one more inhale here, and if you're able to, without pain, reach a little higher, maybe push a little higher. Only you know your boundaries. Take a breath in, and then exhale slowly, slowly, slowly. Release your arms down, letting your shoulders relax here. Good. Take a breath in. And exhale, let it go. Nice job. So I'm going to turn to the side. I still haven't figured out how to put a table in this room, so I'm just going to keep pretending. If you have a flat surface, go ahead and put your hands on top of it, and then you're just going to slide your hands along that surface. And what we're doing here is scapular glide. So that's right in the shoulder blades. And if you need to feel what that feels like, or it's just a small motion, so squeeze your shoulder blades together first so that your shoulders come together, and then do the opposite and pull those shoulder blades away from one another, and then a little up as they move up and around the rib cage. So if you don't have a flat surface, like I do not, go ahead and just pretend like I am, reaching in that motion. You can also grip your hands here and round those away from your back body. Just trying to get a little bit of motion in the shoulder girdle here, watching as the shoulder blades move up and down the torso. And again, if there's any pain or any discomfort, just back off a little bit. This should feel good and provide a little bit of mobility in the upper arms and the shoulder area. And keep the breath moving, slow and steady. Good. Take one more deep breath in here. And exhale, slowly come on back up to seated. Nice job, you guys. We'll go ahead and turn back to the front, face you, and now we'll stretch into the back sides of our shoulder capsule here. So we'll start with the right hand. As you inhale, sit up nice and tall and reach that right arm across the body. This is option number one. Maybe you're just reaching in the opposite direction. Option number two, you can grab a hold of the opposite shoulder and just gently draw onto that shoulder, and you should feel a little bit of sensation here in this right side. And then option number three is to use the left hand just to deepen that stretch even further, gently drawing the right arm further across the body. And again, keep breathing. Inhale as you sit up nice and tall, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, maybe draw on to that stretch a little deeper. Good. Take one more deep breath in here. And exhale, release the right arm down, let it go. And we'll switch sides. So inhale once again, sit up nice and tall, and bring that left arm up and across, reaching in the opposite direction here. This is option number one. Option number two, grab a hold of that shoulder. Maybe give it a gentle tug and just notice what sensation you feel on the back side of the left arm. Good. And then option number three, use your right hand to add a little extra pressure and just maybe deepening the stretch on the back side of that left arm. Moving into your body, feeling into your body. No need to force anything. And just keep the breath moving. Inhale as you sit up nice and tall, and exhale, maybe stretch a little deeper. Good. Let's take one more deep breath in. And exhale, release that arm down, let it go. All right, my favorite part, shoulder rolls. So just draw draw your shoulders up to your ears and then maybe release them down. Good, whatever feels good here in the neck and the shoulders for you. Maybe you go in opposite directions. Perhaps you alternate. Again, whatever feels good, just moving into your body as you need it in this moment. Letting go of any residual tension or holding. Nice. All right, and when you guys are done with that, we will once again come back to our starting position. Feet flat on the floor, hips heavy, grounding through the lower half of the body. And then inhale as you feel the spine lengthen, top of the head reaches towards the ceiling, shoulders relax down the back. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, slowly drop the right ear down to the right shoulder. And I invite you to close your eyes here. Bring the gaze inward. Just take this moment to try to soften. Maybe soften the physical muscles of the neck. Maybe you notice you're holding tension in the jaw, in the forehead. Maybe there's a mental grip that's holding on to you. Try and soften that as well. And just keep breathing into the left side of the neck, feeling as the muscles gently stretch away from one another. Good. Take one more deep breath in. Watch as the torso expands with air. And then exhale, slowly come back up towards center. And we'll switch sides once again. Sit up nice and tall, lengthen through the top of the head. And then exhale, gently drop the left ear down to the left shoulder. And once again, I invite you to close your eyes and take this moment to allow yourself to soften. Maybe it's physically, maybe it's mentally. Just give yourself permission here to let go of anything that's holding on to you, anything that's causing extra tension. And just feel into the right side of the neck. Notice what sensations are there. Watch as the muscles gently stretch open. Good, and take one more deep breath in here. And exhale, slowly drop the chin down towards the chest. And just begin to make small circles with the head and the neck, watching and feeling as the stretch moves through all corners of the cervical spine. Moving a little slower than you think you should. Making sure to switch directions. Noticing any change in sensation. Maybe it's different. Maybe it's the same. Just continue to watch and feel as the stretch moves around the neck and the upper portion of the back. When you're ready, you feel equally rotated, come back through center Once again, bring your spine in line. We'll come back to our starting position. Lower half of the body is grounding down towards the floor. Spine is long and lifted, shoulders relaxed. Head reaches up towards the ceiling. And we'll finish just as we started with 3 deep breaths. I invite you to close your eyes here or soften the gaze. Inhale through the nose, pull the breath in. Exhale, open mouth, let the breath go. Inhale through the nose, belly fills, chest expands. Exhale, open mouth, let it all go. Last one, deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Good. Allow your breathing to come back to normal. Let go of any holding or forcing or any focus. Just let yourself be in the moment, noticing what sensations arise. As you're ready, softly blink the eyes back open. Come on back into the space that you're in. And those are the stretches for today. So nice job, you guys. Thank you for joining for those. I'm going to go ahead and get set up for the second part, which is the mindfulness and a little bit of breath work. So just hold tight. All right, you guys. I'm actually going to need that. And we are going to continue with the body scan. So as I've mentioned before, repetition is a big part of what we do in the neurological rehab program. It just helps reinforce habits and practice. And so we'll continue with the body scan until tomorrow at least. And then we'll see what Monday brings. But yeah, it just allows you guys an opportunity to continue to practice it, which is why it's called a practice, whether it's a yoga practice or a mindfulness practice or meditation practice, or just a sit, breathe, and take a minute for yourself practice. We all need that. So. All right, you guys. And again, if you missed my message at the beginning, I just want to reinforce that we are looking for your guys' help. We would love to hear from you. We would love to hear your stories, any kind of photos, videos, anything you have to share about Easterseals and why it's helpful for you guys right now, why these virtual services and the connections that we're still making, how they're helping you get through this tough time. I know for me personally, I've shared this before, you guys are continuing to give me that purpose. You're helping me stay connected. You know, I let you guys know that I was missing you yesterday, and that doesn't really change. Until I see you guys all again in person, I'm going to continue to miss you, but knowing that you're out there and hopefully watching these and getting some benefit out of that, that just, it makes me feel a little bit better. It makes me feel closer to you guys and connected, and it helps me get through my day. So if you guys want to share with us, you know, how this is helping you, whether it's the video or something else that Easterseals is doing virtually to stay connected with you guys, we really could use the help. So we appreciate anything you have to offer, and we're so grateful for you guys. So, all right, we will go ahead with the body scan. So, as always, if this is your first time, if this is your millionth time, no need to have any expectations, no need for it to look a particular way. I will continue to guide you throughout. So all you have to do is get into a comfortable position. You could be seated as you are now, lying down if that's safe and comfortable. Wherever you're able to allow yourself to fully relax and turn inward is going to be the best position. So go ahead and find that position. If it's seated, just make sure your legs are heavy and your hips are stable. Relax the shoulders down. If you're lying down, just allow yourself to feel the weight of your entire body on the floor. For everyone, maybe let go of any tension in the jaw. Shake it out a little bit. Scrunch your face a bit, and then just allow the face muscles to relax as well. Just take a few deep breaths here, inhaling through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. A couple more, just like that. Allowing yourself to relax a little more with every breath out. So again, I will guide you guys through this as well as out of it. So no need to have any expectations. You have no tasks to do. Simply just listen to the guidance of my voice and try to draw your awareness into the body, into whatever part that I'm directing you to. If you haven't already, close your eyes. Bring your gaze inward. And again, just take another breath here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. With your mind's eye, with the internal gaze that we all have, take a quick scan of your body from head down to your toes and see yourself as you are in this moment, whether it's sitting in your chair or lying on the floor. And then just take a deep breath into your body as a whole. Exhale, letting it go. One more, just like that. Inhale into your entire physical form. And exhale, let it go. When you're ready, bring your awareness. Bring your inward gaze down to your feet. And start to notice what your feet feel like. Noticing any sensations from inside out. And try to notice these without any judgment. No need to label or change. Simply just observe. Are you perhaps wearing socks or shoes? Can you feel the pressure of those materials on your skin? Maybe you're barefoot. Maybe you feel the surface of the ground below. If you notice any temperature, any internal sensations, maybe there's a lack of sensation. notice. Notice what your feet feel like. From the sole of the foot, to the back of the heel, up to the top of the foot, and into the toes. Bring all of your awareness down into your feet. As you're ready, draw that awareness up out of the feet, crossing over the ankle, and coming into the lower half of your legs. Drawing your attention to the front of your legs at your shin, circling around both sides till you get to the back of the leg, right at the calf muscles. Maybe notice how the front of the leg feels a little different than the back of the leg. Or maybe you bring your awareness to the point where they meet together, muscle attaching to shin bone. Perhaps there's a difference from left to right. Maybe you feel something different. Maybe the temperature is different. Whatever it is, just notice. As you're ready, moving your attention up out of the shins, out of the calves, crossing over the knee joint and coming into the thigh. Maybe you notice the sensation of your pants on your legs. Is it tight? Is it loose? Just notice. Perhaps you feel the sensation of the surface below your thighs if you're sitting on a chair or lying on the floor. If your hands are resting in your lap, what does that feel like? Can you notice the weight of your hands or any sensation you feel in the top of your thigh muscles? Noticing your quads, noticing your hamstrings, noticing all the tissues that run down from the knee joint all the way up to the hips. And continuing to move your awareness into the hip joints, into the glute muscles, the entirety of the pelvis, all the way up to your hip bones. Can you feel inside those joint sockets? What sensations or feelings do you have that are happening at the base of the spine, in the pelvis? What do your sits bones and your glute muscles feel like as they're sitting on the surface beneath you? And drawing your attention to the waistband of your pants, noticing what it feels like on your skin, if there's added pressure, if it's different than the rest of the pants. for a moment with your internal gaze, see and feel into the lower half of the body as a whole. Starting at your hip bones and your pelvis, going back down the legs, crossing the knees, into the shins and the calves, over the ankles, into the feet and out your toes. What sensations can you feel? How does the lower half of your body compare to the upper half of your body? And just take a deep breath into that, into the sensations of your legs. And exhale, let it go. When you're ready, drawing your awareness, drawing your attention back into the body, coming into the torso, feeling the length of the spine, down from your tailbone, all the way up to the base of your neck. Noticing the sensation of your low belly and your low back. Wrapping your attention around all sides of the torso. Feeling where your rib cage ends at the bottom. Notice how it expands in all directions as the breath travels in. And then watch as it softens as the breath travels out. Bringing attention to your chest bone, your collarbone. Notice your shoulder blades. And then go back down the length of the spine, again from your tailbone up to the base of your neck. Front of the body, back of the body, sides of the body. What do you feel? What do you notice? Just allow yourself to observe. As you're ready, drawing the attention out of the torso and into the shoulders, into the arm bones. Notice what you feel at the joint socket of the shoulders. Bringing notice to how the upper arm bones feel as they drape gently down the sides of your body. What sensations are different from left to right? What sensations are the same? And feeling your limbs from the inside out. Noticing what sensations are touching your skin, whether it's clothing or temperature. Continue to draw the attention down the length of your arms, crossing the elbow joints, feeling both the front and the back of the elbow, into the forearms, both front and back, crossing over the wrists, into the palms, into the top of your hands, and then out through all 10 fingers. Perhaps under your palms you feel the sensation of the legs below. Maybe the top of the hands, notice temperature. length of your extremities you notice tingling, numbness, maybe it's lack of sensation. Are you able to feel any energy all the way from your shoulders down to the length of your fingertips? And what does it feel like? Just observe. No need to judge or label or try to change it. Just be aware. Once again, feeling into the length of the entire limb from your fingertips into your hands, crossing the wrists, up the forearms, over the elbows, into the upper arm bones and back into the shoulders. What do your arms and hands feel like in this moment? As you're ready, drawing the attention out of your arms, back in towards midline, coming into the upper shoulders and the neck. Feeling around all four corners of the cervical spine. Notice, what does it feel like on the back of your neck as it stretches from the top of the shoulders up to the crown of the head? What does it feel in the front? Noticing your throat muscles. Perhaps there's sensation inside the neck as you breathe or swallow. What do you feel on the sides of your neck? Those muscles stretch from the base of the skull down, feeling into the traps, coming into the tops of the shoulders. What do you feel? What do you notice? Bring your attention into your neck. As you're ready, moving that attention out of your neck, up into your skull. Watching and feeling as awareness wraps around all sides of the head that's sitting on top of your neck. Coming up the front, notice what the jaw feels like. Bring your attention to the muscles around your mouth, nose, eyes, and into the forehead. Sweeping up past the hairline, coming to the top of your head. And bringing that awareness once again from the base of the skull over the sides of your head, wrapping around your ears, your temples, moving up over the side corners of your skull, again meeting at the top, meeting at the crown of the head. And then completing the awareness, come back to the base of the skull, just below the occipital bone. Watching as your awareness moves up and over that little hump, coming to the back side of your head, moving through the hair. And once more, completing the full awareness, meeting at the top of your head. Feeling your skull in its entirety, wrapping awareness around every part of the sphere that sits on top of your neck. And as you're ready, with the mind's eye, with your internal gaze, notice your body in this moment from head all the way down to toes. Awareness washing over your skull, down your neck, over the shoulders, out your arms, down into the fingertips. Washing through the torso, both front and back of the body. Through the hips, down the thighs, crossing the knees, into the shins and calves, past the ankles, into the feet and out the toes. Feeling into your body as one whole unit, one whole being. Many parts, but all connected. And when you breathe, take a breath into that body as a whole. Watch as the breath spreads through all corners, down all 4 limbs, into all 10 toes and 10 fingers, filling the skull and out the top of the head. A few more breaths just like that into your body, spreading the breath through all corners, filling it up. Exhale, letting it go. Inhale into your physical form. Watch as the body expands with breath. And exhale, let it go. One more. Body fills, breath expands. Exhale, let it go. Just allow your breath to return to normal here. Let go of any focus, let go of any patterns. And just allow yourself to come back into this moment, simply feeling, simply noticing. Not holding on to anything physical or mental. Take a soft breath in and a soft breath out. As you're ready, slowly and gently blink the eyes back open. Come on back into the space that you're in. Just allow yourself to be here in this moment, giving yourself whatever time and space you need. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate so much this connection and this continued support we have for one another. So we'll continue to do this as long as you guys are wanting it, as long as you guys are accepting of it, as long as we're able. I'll be back here again tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. And until then, thank you guys so much. Feel free to share your stories with us. Let us know how Easterseals continues to be a part of your life. And we'll continue to do the work for you guys. So again, thank you so much. Gratitude comes from me and the entire Easterseals Colorado team. And hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you.